All right, everybody, it's Saturday and it's time for the Saturday drive. Hope everybody had a very Merry Christmas, and this is the last Saturday drive of 2023, so we're just gonna have a little fun. Normally we do kind of non-vanilla mundane topics. Today we're going to talk about the Mandela effect. One personal Mandela effect for me, which we'll talk about at the end of the video, and we'll start out talking about one that doesn't affect me, that I don't have any memory of, but that's the non-existent Sinbad movie, Shazam. And some things there, there are videos on YouTube from people who absolutely believe that the Mandela effect is, the result of time travelers screwing up, the timeline. People who believe we've entered a different dimension, and people who simply think it's just people misremembering things. But I am personally affected by some Mandela effect, so I think there's something more to it. But since I'm not affected by the Sinbad Mandela effect, I'm just going to give some talking points on it. Driver formerly known as James is signaling. Is she going to talk? What? Okay, so she's saying she remembers the Sinbad movie, but not out loud where anyone else can hear it. So that's just how it goes. So yeah, some things I wanted to talk about the Sinbad movie, even though I'm not affected by it, is for one thing, there was the Shaquille O'Neal movie Shazam, and people say, oh well, people are just confusing that with the Shaquille O'Neal movie. But I remember very well, Hollywood always had competing movies. Like, you'd come out with some kind of movie, and then there'd be like a copycat movie that came out from a different studio, like within a year or two. So that's something to keep in mind. And then there's the whole, well, you're just remembering Sinbad dressed as a genie because he hosted a Saturday morning show of Sinbad movies. And why would Sinbad do that? What would be the point of that? And one thing that I can think of is that whenever somebody's promoting a new movie, that's the exact kind of thing they would do, is they would go out and host a show dressed as a something like to do with the show they're promoting. So that never gets brought up in any of the other videos. That's just a point I wanted to make. But so yeah, I mean, and there's so many people with the Sinbad Mandela effect on that Shazam movie that swear it's true. Oh, here's AutoZone. We have a big update in the way of paintwork, it looks like. So let me get out, and we'll go take our little walk over to the front of AutoZone to check it out, and we'll be right back to talk about, to continue the Mandela effect talk. Okay, and looks like they've got quite a bit of painting done on the building. Last Saturday they just had that top part was white, but they're getting to work on it, so should not be too much longer till this is a fully completed AutoZone. And we have the fireworks stand is open today. Showed that last Saturday, and there was a huge gust of wind that probably inhibited you from hearing what I was saying, so we'll try it again. But July and December, that's open every year. All right, they're doing gangbusters here at AutoZone. I think that will probably be open before February. No doubt about it. Okay, well, I think I covered everything I wanted to say about the Sinbad Mandela effect. I can't think of anything right now to say. I didn't know that the driver formerly known as James was affected by that she remembered the Sinbad movie. I guess I should have told her that's what I was going to be talking about. Alright, so now we'll talk about my personal Mandela effect, which is curb dogs. So, back in the Back in the 80s, I had the VHS tape of Curb Dogs, Scimitar Entertainment, which starred Dave Vanderspek. He was the leader of the Curb Dogs. And, yeah, I watched that tape every day, or every other day at least. So I know it like the back of my hand. And, I watched it the other night on YouTube and was very shocked to see that a scene that's very prominent in that home video release is not there. And it's a scene where the guy gets his windshield busted out and he's like screaming, he's like, "Frickin' Santa Cruz thrashed it." Except he doesn't say frickin', he says the actual F word, but I'm keeping it vanilla. But yeah, that's not there. So, and I know it was there, but it's not there now, which is kind of weird to me. There's also a weird scene where, if you're familiar with Curb Dogs like I was, you might be shocked to hear about. Dave Vanderspek is skating with this other guy, and a white truck pulls up and like chases them off, and they run and throw their board over the fence. And then the guy who's in the white truck gets out and starts skating the spot. That was never there in the 80s home video, at least to me. And so yeah, I just thought that was interesting and worth talking about. Okay, so that's gonna do it for the Mandela effect portion of my video. There's so many Mandela effects, and you know, some of them like, yeah, you know, that's kind of messed up, and then some of them, like the Sinbad movie, just don't affect me at all. So make your first left here, don't go by the Rogues Gallery. Those people think we're weirdies. Rogues Gallery is still out in their Christmas attire. Alright, now we're going to do the Taco Bell update, which I don't think they've done much since last Saturday, but we're going to find out. So let's see, now that I've kind of blown my load there with the Mandela effect, I don't have nothing else to say. What did you get for Christmas? What are your plans for New Year's? Leave me a comment and let me know. Oh, I want to start back skateboarding again. I haven't skateboarded in like 5 or 6 months, however long ago it was that I made that last skateboarding video. And I want to get back to doing it. I think last time I was like, okay, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to do this, you know, a little bit of skateboarding once a week or whatever, and I'll be progressing in no time. And then my knees threw me a curveball, and I mean, it felt like I had red hot barbed wire wrapped around my knees. But you know, I'm gonna try a whole different approach this time. I'm just gonna go out and chill, just roll around, nothing. I'm not even gonna push hard, and just see what happens that way, without any expectation of, you know, progressing whatsoever. I am 51 years old, so I'm basically your grandpa out there skateboarding now. All right, here's Circle K, and we're gonna do the slow roll around to the Taco Bell progress report, which I think they've been off, you know, for the Christmas break. I don't think they've done anything out there. I haven't seen anybody out there. And we have a Mexican standoff. Very nice. Granny Mo there. All right, there's Taco Bell. And it doesn't appear that there's anything different than last Saturday there. I'm hoping that they'll get right to work on this after New Year and get it open, because really that's the only reason I'm doing the Saturday drive in Interlaken is for these two buildings. But yeah, with that orange stripe up there, we're really starting to look like AutoZone. Very cool. All right, everybody, we will see you next Saturday for the first Saturday drive of 2024, and I'll try to come up with a little something different. We'll see what happens. All right, everybody, we'll see you next Saturday. Peace out. What you doing, Yally? Want to say hi? Want to say hi to everybody?